When Jesus was crucified, it seemed that it was the end of everything we'd been living for. I couldn't sleep, so very early on the Sunday morning, while it was still dark, I went up to the tomb. When I got there, I was horrified to see that the stone had been rolled to one side. Well, I ran back to tell the others, and Simon and John came back with me to see for themselves. When we looked inside the tomb, we saw that his body had gone. But even when we noticed the strips of linen and neatly folded burial cloth, we still didn't get it. Well, even then it didn't occur to us that Jesus could be alive. I suppose it was just so difficult to take in. Simon and John returned to the house, puzzled and confused, but I stayed by the tomb. I just wanted to be by myself, alone with my memories of Jesus. And I didn't want the men to see me crying again. After a while, I thought I'd have another look in the tomb. I don't know why. I suppose I just wanted to check that somehow we hadn't missed seeing his body in the dark. But when I looked in, I got such a surprise. There, sitting where his body had been, were two people in white. I can only think that they were angels. One of them asked me why I was crying. Well, I told him, they've taken my Lord, and I don't know where they've put him. Well, then I realised that there was this man standing next to me. Well, I couldn't see him clearly at first. I was dazzled by the sunshine after the darkness of the tomb. Well, he too asked me why I was crying and asked me who I was looking for. Well, I thought it was the gardener. But then, very softly, he said my name. As soon as he said it, I realised it was Jesus. I looked up at his face and I saw that it was really him. There he was, smiling at me, alive and well. He put his arms around me and gave me a big hug, and it felt so wonderful. He let go of me, but I kept my arms around him, holding him tight. I didn't want to let him go. But he told me not to hold on to him, as he had to go. Then he told me to go and tell the others that he was returning to his Father and our Father, to his God and our God. I rushed back and told Simon and the others that Jesus was alive and told them what he'd said. I had trouble persuading them that I hadn't just imagined it. They wanted to believe me, but they weren't sure. It's not surprising, really, I suppose. But I knew that Jesus was alive. I'd seen him with my own eyes. And this meant it wasn't the end at all. It was the start of something wonderful.